best games of the round. Monday Night Football, Storm versus Dolphins. And here in the box with me tonight is the one and only Josh Pretlove. How you doing, Josh?
Yeah, I'm doing great there, Anthony. It's good atmosphere around here in Melbourne today. Lots of animosity between these two teams. I'm keen to see how they go on the field today.
Yep, the Storm coming off a good little win off last week. Only time... sorry, let me start again. They have never lost to the Dolphins. And so they're definitely hoping tonight is not the only time. The Dolphins, they're coming off a bit of an upset loss against the Broncos last week, and I think they could really prove difficult for the for the Storm to have tonight. So, what do you think we're in for tonight, Josh?
Well, look, I definitely think we're in for an interesting game. I mean, firstly, we've got ex-Storm player Riley Murray here refereeing the game for us, and we've also never seen the Dolphins face Melbourne in Amy Park, I believe, so I'm not too sure what to expect.
And both of these teams are currently in the top 8, so this is an absolutely epic game ahead of us tonight, as Almatungi already starts up the field, playing it there for his second. So, looking at the Dolphins tonight, Josh, who do you think the danger men are?
Look, danger men, I think it's really hard to kind of say. After their last performance last week, they fell off a little bit towards the end there, but I think they're all danger men, to be completely honest with you. I don't think I could specify one individual.
Yeah, that's very true. Personally, I'm a little bit scared of Almatungi. He is absolutely clutch when it comes to fullback. It's also really important to keep an eye on Snicko Balbroa. He had an epic game for a loss last week, going over scoring for himself. So really, really excited to see what's coming out of them tonight. As the Storm spread it wide to start their first set, well in their half, playing it there for their second. Thorn out to TBK and Guys working his way up. So we had a lovely good start there from the Dolphins, and the Storm are finding it a little bit difficult to work out of their half as Kay works up the line and he's around, and if it wasn't for some quick little defense there, Kay would have been in to score. And we got Bell, a much better set than they looked like. Storm playing it on the 30, about to boot down and finishing off a good set of their own. How do you think the Storm are going to do tonight, Josh?
Well, look, if this is any signs of story to come, I'm not too sure. I mean, it was a good set they had there in defense and a good set to get down to their 30, I believe they got, but they're going to need to tighten that up that edge defense there if they want to have any chance tonight.
Yeah, we've already seen a couple of the danger men of the Storm come through. We had Kay bust up, we had Bell. So the Storm definitely have the attacking power. Whether they can hold on in defense is another thing, as we see Speedman buried there just shy of the 30. Snow taking the ball up and not really getting much further than exactly where it was played before. So a shaky start to that set for the Storm, but a good clean up of defense at the end as Seymour kicks it and Oldfield tries to get around one, only really gets to his 25.
That's a much better kick return from Oldfield there. I thought I'd just point out the first one there he just let bounce.
Yeah, and Oldfield, he's been around for donkey's years, so some of that experience there from Oldfield is kind of what will hopefully get the Storm over tonight. As we got with it down the sideline to Oldfield again, working his way up, dancing down the sideline, somehow stays in, and that's that experience there, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. Dancing dangerously close with the touchline there, but as you said, that's kept him in the line there, his experience.
That's Kay. Boots it high, but Chapman's there, does a little pirouette, refuses it, and plays it just shy of the 10. So, looking so far, it looks like tonight is going to be a bit of an arm wrestle, Josh. What do both sides need to do to make sure they can do a bit more than just what we've seen so far?
Definitely looks like both teams are going to should go to their edges there, get a couple balls down the side there, and run up the line there. It seems to be what's worked for them so far in this first 10 minutes. I think crashing up the middle may not be the right call.
And speak of the devil, Corey Bell working down the side and trying to come back in and around, but an excellent cover tackle there from the Dolphins. TBK, shaky inside ball pass to Remy. Remy does well, saves it there and plays it on the 40 with it. Rookie this year, moved into 7 with the passing on of Matty Johns, unfortunately, but working well so far. And that's not what you want to see, is it, Josh?
No, absolutely not. Good heads up footy there from Wells there to be there ready for that intercept ball.
And this is the strength that the Dolphins showed early last week against the Broncos, and it looks like they've definitely come out to play, holding the errors a little bit more at bay this week as Maikazi passes out to Seymour, and Seymour muscled back and can't get too much further. So Storm really muscling up in defence for this one. As Lord plays the ball. Long pass out to Snow, and Snow boots it down. Oldfield again. I don't know if I'd keep kicking to Oldfield because he does just that. And some desperate defence there stops him from an almost certain try there, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd probably go into that left side there. The other thing I'd be careful of if I was the Dolphins is how long they stay in the tackle there. They got pinged for it a few times last week, and I think that'd be the difference for them if they keep it up.
And Wilmot, good strong run, working his way up to his 30, trying to work his way through some offside defence there. Not as well as he wanted to. Kelly, a good run, buried there on the 30. So the Storm kicking from the 30 yet again, not really attacking kicking. And straight to Amatangi, which is who you don't want to kick it to. He is off. He's bamboozled the defences. He's got no one in front of him. And he's over. That is an excellent start there. 12 minutes in. Dolphins about to be 6 points up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's some great footy there from the Dolphins. This is one of those danger men you mentioned earlier. He got the ball into some open space there, and he never looked in doubt. He was always going to make it there, it appeared.
And as Wells lines up one of his easy kicks, he's doing really well so far this season as a goal kicker. Unfortunate there that the Storm weren't able to hold Amatangi up. I think the Storm will. I think he's definitely been in the ear of Riley Murray there. I think I heard him calling for an obstruction there, Josh.
Yeah, look, it definitely could have been there. Had a bit of a discussion with the referee. You obviously want him to be on the same page as you there, but I don't think it's going to do them much good. I think they need to focus on what they can control, not what the referee does.
Exactly. And coming down to Amy Park, it's always quite a daunting ride. The amount of footy fans down here in Melbourne is absolutely insane. As we got Wells. Lovely pass to Balbroa there, and he works his way up over the 40, playing it there, 45. So as we said earlier, Balbroa, excellent game last week. Hopefully he's going to continue that this week with Lord.
Oh dear. It seems the Storm were not listening to my warning I gave the Dolphins there. If I was Bill Kay, I'd be getting in the team's ear and telling them to knock that off.
Yep, that's a heartbreaker. Third tackle, halfway, and a beast of a kick to get extra meters there. So the Dolphins, playing it just shy of the 25 meters out, are going to be in prime position for an attacking set here, with Seymour working up the tram tracks, playing it there on the 20. Speedman out to Snow, long pass to McCuzzy, can't get through, strong Storm defence, wrestling him there, third tackle, playing it on the 10. Again, out to Lord, strong, barreling, buried, fourth tackle. Wells, did they go for the 2? They go for the 2. I think the Storm might be glad that's happened there, Josh.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely think something needs to change there. That's 2 penalties, rather quick penalties too. They're still in this game, but I think if the penalties keep up, I don't know how much longer they'll still be in this one.
And a really good insight there into how long Wells has been around the field. He saw some offside defence and decided just to run straight at them and not necessarily milk the two, but make sure that the Dolphins, they're now 8 points ahead, and we got about 3 minutes until the first prop rotations come through. So in a second, we're about to see a very interesting prop change coming through. Everyone should be very, very familiar with the Dolphins, the Groove and Segarini move. And then we got Farfili and we got Hopgood coming in. In your opinion, who do you think has got the stronger bench forwards coming on in a second here?
I definitely have to say the Dolphins have probably got the stronger bench props coming on here, but I've worked with Hopgood previously in the past there. I've seen how he plays, and I think he can be the man there to help get the Storm back on track. So I wouldn't write the Storm's bench props off, but it's looking good for the Dolphins so far.
And as we've seen before, anything can happen in the SRL. As the Dolphins playing it on the 40, kicking down, and we're going to see Kelly try to get around, but met with some resolute defence there from the Dolphins, just shy of the 30. Okay, nice ball back to Wilmot, who breaks through, and he's off. Lovely pass back to Kay, who started it all. And they're playing it just shy of the 20. So the Storm, a bit more as I held my breath there in case I jinxed that one. So the Storm, a bit more resolute in attack now as Remy works his way up. About 1 minute left for that prop interchange. This will be the last that the Storm run before those bench forwards come on. And they're going to be kicking a punt down to the defenders. TBK boots it well over the head. It bounces up for Amatangi, and they need to hold him here. He gets around one, but Bell, strong, resolute, powerful. Josh, much better from the Storm, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, 100%. You can kind of see the bit of tiredness there, the bit of fatigue in the Storm's props. So this change is going to be a breath of fresh air for them there. See how excited I am for these changes.
Oh no, I've had a couple of slip ups myself. If anyone was listening,
that's an interesting call there from the referees.
Oh, we might be up in the box at the top of Amy, but you can already hear Will Kay absolutely blowing up at the refs here tonight. So Kelly can't get through, force back 24, 25 meters out. So we've got some fresh props on for the Storm. Bell tries to get through, but these Dolphin defenders, they're just not letting up at all, are they, Josh?
No, absolutely not. As you can see, Will Kay taking a settler up in the middle of the field there. They're going to need some excellence here, the Storm, to get into that red zone there.
Yep, and that's why the Storm, risky ball to TBK, pushed back. The Storm, they look like they're a little bit lacking in defence tonight, which you can understand, having missed the 7 that they started the season with and trained all off season.
And he's just dropped a cold.
I have not seen that in a long, long time. That's an absolute howler there from the Dolphins.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he's lost his bearings on that one and dropped the lollies cold. And that's a good hit off the ball there.
And making something out of absolutely nothing there. Will Kay picks it up and goes over and breathes brand new life back into the Storm's attack. Storm 4 about to possibly be 6 to the Dolphins 8.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can clearly see here Will Kay just says to his team, get on my back, we're going over, as he picks up that ball and, as you said, makes something out of nothing.
As we've seen, Will's one of those captains who is happy to lead from the back, and I guess he's finally got sick of that, and he's definitely now leading from the front. So it's TBK basically dots the I's and crosses the T's. Definitely didn't jinx it. Over it goes, 6 to 8. And we're about to get straight back into it. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Dolphins counterattack here, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not one to start any rumours or anything, but it looked like Riley Murray there was looking for... It was a bit of hesitation before awarding that try there, so I think we'll better keep an eye on him here, but we'll see how the Dolphins react after points there. see what mentality they've got going on.
As Wells kicks off and boots it deep, almost all the way into the in goal there. Hop's good. Good first run of the night, working his way up to the 15. 25 minutes in, Thorne out to with it. Farfili with it, playing well in the number 7 so far tonight. He's not setting the place on fire, but he's definitely doing his job there and giving out good service as Kay works his way up to the 35. Again, out wide to Jimmy, but Jimmy is stuck, and we might see another 40-20 attempt here. And it is good, but it just doesn't have the legs on it. And Almatungi tries to get around, and Corey Bell, no, the frustration, you can just feel it out there, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just a bit of a brain snap there from Corey. Let's just hope it's a once-off incident there, a bit of an isolated event.
Yeah, because the Storm have already had their bye of the season. They cannot afford to lose their star fullback when they're trying to go push for that top 4. As we got McCuzzy working his way up to the 20. Back on the inside to Almatungi, gets through one. Bell passes, but some scrambling defense there stops Wells from crossing over. Playing it for the 3rd. McCuzzy pushing forward, can't get there. 2 meters out. Where do they go? Down the blind side, Speedman to Groove, and Groove is over.
Well, don't know about you there, AMAC, but I'd be chatting to the referee about a bit of an obstruction there.
Oh, yeah, that's almost the second obstruction try of the night. And the question is, what is a prop doing out there dancing down the sideline? That is a first from Buster Groove there. Don't know quite what happened. As well as a difficult kick, but he curves it around and just shy. It's still 6 points in it. 27, almost 28 minutes into the game.
I mean, and that's just a product there of the Amy Park wind. You can kind of see how the stadium's built, creates a bit of a whirlwind there. And as you can see on that kick, he's just hooked it a bit too much.
So we've got TBK kicking off back down, and we've got a very angry Will Kay absolutely shooting daggers at Riley Murray tonight. So if we see another penalty, I imagine it might be against the refs tonight. As we've got Segarini, 15 minutes out, playing it there for his first. Wells, long ball out to Ole, out to Groove, our previous try scorer. Ooh, tongue-tied there, playing it there for his second. Wells out to McCuzzy, can't get through, he's finding it a bit more difficult. Oh, and the Storm almost called up there for another held down tackle. Segarini, good up the ball. Makes his way over the 40, plays it there for his 4th. If the Dolphins can get a bit more meters, they can put in a good attacking kick, and they might be able to trouble the Storm just again for this set. Tantalising kick there to Kelly, but Kelly wrapped up and is not having the impact Kelly would like tonight, do you think, Josh?
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like just the Dolphins they're shutting him down. They're aware of the threat he can be. And as we look, we've got TBK now in the open space.
Is he going to get there? He is! The GOAT, TBK, off a lovely offload there from Guys as he's working his way up the field. There was no one in front of him, and the Dolphins just weren't able to catch him in time. Within minutes.
Is that Buster Groove there chasing him down? Look at the speed on him.
Josh. Beating the winger there. So I don't know what they're serving Buster Groove down there at the visitors' sheds. But we need to get some, because if it can make a prop run like that, I think there's something in the SRL brewing.
Yeah, something in the waters there up in Redcliffe.
And there we go, 30 minutes in, 12 all. So the Dolphins, they've been desperate in attack so far, and unfortunately for them, A couple of little defensive laps here and there have made it so that all their efforts have been a little bit in vain.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, we're 12 all, 10 minutes left of the break. I think either teams both want to go into the sheds at halftime up there, but this next couple of minutes will be really interesting.
As TBK, our try scorer, passes it to Farfili, and he is rocked, and his face rubbed in the dirt just for extra vilification there. Guys, passes it up, plays it there on his 30. Excellent ball playing here from the Storm in this back 20 of the first half as Hopsgood tries to make it up, but can't really get past where they played it beforehand for the third. Bourne, long ball out the wide. Bell can't go around. We might have another attempt at a 40-20, and I don't know if this is what the Storm want to do. Oh, Almatungi. Ice in his veins. Stops it, grabs it, makes his way back up to his 30. Ooh, what do you think the Dolphins need to do right now to get back on the board, Josh?
I definitely think keep doing what they're doing. Good settling plays through the middle there, but I think the last tackle option needs to be a little bit better there from the halves.
As we got the Dolphins, Segarini on the other side of the 40. Oh no, every dog and his grandmother could see that one coming, and the Storm, with 6 minutes left in the half, might find themselves next try scorers as that expansive offloading play works their way up the field. Up good. Over the 20. Third. Slowly pushing their way forward. With it. Out to TBK again. Excellent game so far from TBK. On the fourth.
He's had his hands on everything, TBK.
And if it wasn't for Will scoring, I think that sort of breathed some new life and kicked him up the butt just slightly. And TBK's trying to show off a little bit for his captain, considering Origin selections is happening very, very shortly.
Yeah, you mentioned Origin selections. That's a play I think TBK'd want the Origin selectors to forget. Last tackle, and he just takes a hit up.
Yeah. Thankfully, we've got, 45 minutes left of the game for TBK to surprise the selectors, and he might be a little bit of a smoky to come in off the bench, as we've got Lord working his way up 35. Less than 4 minutes left to go, and the Dolphins are desperately wanting to work their way up the field, and if not get over for their own, then at least stop the Storm from getting in attacking position themselves. Cuzzy playing it just shy of the 40. The Dolphins forced to punt it down, and they go again to the wing of Kelly. And again, they stop him. They definitely have Kelly's number tonight, Josh.
Yeah, 100%, and you can see there, they were just laying all over him there. Kobe Kelly, they're begging for a penalty, but it was just falling on deaf ears there, Riley Murray.
And there's Logan Guys again working his way up the field. And again, Hop's good. The offload game from the Storm tonight is phenomenal. Third tackle, just shy of the 20. Back on the inside to Bell, and Bell works his way up. Breaks a tackle. Tries to break another one, but Almatungi's arms are like steel, and they hold him in. Down the blind side, with it. Is almost with it, and just shy of this try line. Fifth tackle, what do? Jimmy tries to ram. Oh, that's not what you want, Jimmy.
Great idea, but not a great execution. Just telephoned it to the markers there and got wrapped up.
And we got Cox. I think the Dolphins, as their props come back on the field, will be just playing a little bit conservative now, trying to just run the clock down to the halftime break, get into the change rooms, and regroup. Coming back from our little halftime break, Josh, what do you think that both teams need to do to try to get the ascendancy here?
Look, I definitely think they both need to come out with a fresh mindset there. Like it's been a hard game. It's 12 all. I think both Will Kay and Snicko need to talk to their teams and just make sure they understand their roles and what they need to do.
As Oldfield wears a shoulder and a mouthful of grass for his troubles from Stace to Pace just there. Bell dancing around one. Storm One last play. We'll see you after the break.
Hello, NRL Hotel. How can I help?
Yeah, g'day. I'd like to organise an early checkout, please.
How does the 60-minute mark of the grand final sound?
Perfect.
But I booked a final spot in round 10.
So it looks like that was cancelled in round 13. So if you could just move aside, though, we've got some genuine top 8 teams about to check in. There you go.
What?
All the best.
Really?
Penthouse.
Oh, you have got to be joking.
Going up the was?
Nah, down.
Yo!
So we've had some complaints. Is there any chance you can wrap this party up soon?
Yeah, sure. Just give us another couple of seasons, all right?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Is that all you're going to do to stop them?
Better than you managed.
Yes, rooms. Yeah, send up another 5 utility players, please.
Right away, sir. And shall I send up some more Panthers?
Ooh, sounds delish.
Any baggage, sir?
Yeah, heaps. Try 38 years worth.
Jeez Louise.
Can I help you?
Yeah, actually, got any wins against top 8 teams in here somewhere?
No, just have towels.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
And welcome back to this electrifying match, as we are sponsored by TBK, sponsored by our wonderful friends there at TBC Live. It's 12-all, and it is almost impossible to separate these teams, isn't it there, Josh?
Yeah, 100%. And look, just coming back up the stairs at half time there, I'm pretty sure I heard Will Kay going off on Riley Murray about those 2 obstruction tries there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more issues throughout the game. But let's see what the halftime messages were and see how they translate to the field.
Yep, as Will Kay works his way up the field. The Dolphins enjoying much more of the ball that half than the Storm. How did those halftime stats look, do you think, Josh?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's pretty all-around stats. So pretty sure from memory that the Dolphins had more ball. But Will Kay there, as we said before, he was leading the team from the front there. He had 19 tackles there. He did unfortunately give away 1 penalty, but I think the 19 tackles there outweighs that. But in terms of possession, the Dolphins definitely had the better half in that way there.
And considering it's only 12-all, I think the Storm got away with that half quite well, as Almatangi starting the half much like he did at the first, working his way up. We got long ball out to Connell, out to Ole, working their way up over the 50. Good, strong start here from the Dolphins. They're already in the Storm's half. Down the blind side, Cox, hustler, quick balls, can't get over the 40, 4th tackle. Wells, again out to Shack Attack, in off the bench at 17, but he is stopped, and the Dolphins can't really get past their 40. A good defensive set there from the Storm, Josh.
Yeah, 100%. It looks like the teams there has bought into Will Kay's defensive mindset there. As you can see, Kobe Kelly there, he's gotten excited there. He's come back from a bit of a quiet first half there, and is now up over the 30.
And Kay working his way through again, taking the team on his back, playing it second on the 40. The Storm going to find themselves well in place for a good attacking kick at the end of this set, as Oldfield tries to get through, but the Dolphins muscle up, keep him there just shy of the 40. Nielsen Lovely offload pass to Will Kay. Works his way over the 30. Fourth tackle. Working their way closer and closer. Long balls out to Farfili. Working their way up to the 20. And probably a good attacking kick here if they can get it to the right people. But Seymour grabs it, diffuses it, but is punished there, and the Dolphins are working their way out of the half now, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good set after the half there to get the ball into the red zone of the Dolphins. Good attacking kick. Would have liked to have seen a few more chases there, but we'll see how the Dolphins respond to that.
And Lord, lovely bump off there and offload. He's been kept quite quiet tonight, so the Storm have done their homework against our Lord and Saviour Chris Lord, and they're only just over the other side of the 40. As Snow tries to work his way through, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to punt themselves down. So,
oh no!
Oh no! So something, I suppose, but that is not the set that the Dolphins needed there, Josh.
No, and they were really lucky there to not be pinged on that knock-on that they just had there. It's come off their hands, and look, I can't imagine Will Kay's words were nice to Riley Murray, and they certainly won't be any nicer after that call.
As the Storm. Oh, lovely off. Oh, no, not a lovely offload. Not a lovely offload at all. All that pressure, gone. We got Ole playing it just shy, passing it deep in the pocket there for O'Connell, but he didn't really know what to do with it. And he's actually lost meters on that play. Second tackle. Out to Speedman. Gets around one, tries to get around Bell, but Bell is not letting the rookie go anywhere, but the fullback is out of position. Now Atungi is attacking. Somehow Bell gets back there, plays it there. Fourth on the 20. Again, long ball out to Shack Attack. Shack Attack can't get too much further, and the Dolphins are forced to play it there on the 20. So a much better set there from the Dolphins, but just not enough to get into any real attacking position there, Josh.
No, but look, Chris Lord there, that was a great attacking kick there, and he's just leaped up above them, and I thought he was going to come down with the points there.
And the Storm now find themselves where the Dolphins were, working their way out of their 10. So we've got 10 minutes into the second half so far, and neither team can really be broken apart. But then again, Josh, in the first half, it took us quite a while for the first tries to be scored.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. It was a bit of a stalemate to start us off, and the scores reflect that as well. We're in the grind of an SRL game here, and it's interesting to see who's going to break first.
And I, for one, am glad I did not go Musbet 3, because I think our viewers out there would be wanting a much higher score fest. As Guys takes it, passes it out to Farfili, and the Storm almost within attacking kick range, but are going to be forced to punt it off down. And that is not a good kick.
Good scramble defense, though, to kind of... Oh, Corey, that is dangerous. I would not be laying on them that long.
Oh, Shack Attack off to Wells. I think the Storm are taking some liberties there. They think Riley Murray's in their pocket now, and I don't want to risk that too much if I was them, as McCuzzy works his way up. 55. Wells down the blind side, and it is a forward pass. The fatigue is coming into it, and now the errors are flowing here, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably the first forward pass I agree with of the night here. It looked like it's just too quick to get that ball up, and just lost a bit of concentration when he threw it. Stormer in some great position. Oh, Kobe.
No. I mean, don't take anything away there from the Dolphins. That was some excellent defense there. But Kobe, he grabbed it and he was already in touch, basically. So I don't think Will Kay out there is very happy with that. But they've still got, 20, 25 minutes. Plenty of time to get this back into it. Oh, no. Was that Corey Bell again, Josh?
I believe it was Corey Bell, and I think he's counting his lucky stars that Riley must have taken pity on him and hasn't given him the caution or even put him to the bin there. Yeah, I'm just a bit lost for words at the moment. I can hear the words Will Kay's saying, and I can't repeat them. It's not very friendly.
No.
Oh, no.
That's another one.
Oh dear.
And the Dolphins are surprised. They have chosen not to go for the conversion. They think they can put the Storm to the sword now. So
lots of confidence there.
Yeah. The Storm need an absolute smashing of a defence here, or they might find themselves down again tonight. As we got Lord down the blind side there to Seymour. Seymour steps back in and is met by a wall of Storm defence, playing it there on the 10. Speedman out to Wells. Wells can't quite push his way over. 5 metres out, third tackle. Again, out to Lord. Lord is pushing, and there he is. He's over, and the Lord has provided for the Dolphins.
I think the TBC live post pad's in the way there. Let's get the second angle.
And there we are. It's official. The Dolphins, barring any sort of strange wind gust through the stadium, are about to be 6 points up again with about 25 minutes left to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to take anything away from the Dolphins there, but the Storm shot themselves in the foot there 2 times in that set, giving away back-to-back penalties, and they just invited them in. And the Dolphins, from all looks here, they've chosen the right decision there to not take that 2. They've now gone up 6 points here.
And with 24 minutes left to go, 10 of those minutes with Will Kay on the field, I can sense that the Storm are going to have to do something big here, because it has been an absolute slugfest tonight to get any points on. As we've got the Dolphins returning the ball, risky pass out to Lord, our try scorer, but he works his way over the 20, plays it there 22 metres out from their line. Again, back down to Connell. Connell takes it up, can't really get too much further, but makes about 10 metres for his troubles. Shack attack. This is some serious one-out stuff here from the Dolphins. Works his way up to his 40, playing a bit more conservative now. McCuzzy tries to get over, gets to his 50. Fourth tackle, the Storm, flirting with danger there. Lord can't really get too much further, and a much better defensive set there from the Storm there, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like they've kind of rallied as a team here, and they've restricted them to make that kick from the 40. See what a run here Oldfield can bring, and he's just driven back into his 10 there. They're starting off in some dangerous territory here, the Storm.
And especially going down the blind side there, but with it, makes something of it, stays in, plays it there on the 20 for a second. Off to Oldfield. Oldfield dances through the line, can't get around Speedman though, and Amatangi doesn't really have to do much there at all. Third tackle. Kay, risky ball out to Wilmot. Wilmot pushes his way to the 50, and the Storm are trying what they can to get in some good field position here. Guys, he's been running all night. He runs again and makes it to the 40. So again, it almost looks like we're getting back into that arm wrestle, and I don't know if that's going to suit the Storm and their defence tonight here, Josh.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I can definitely start to see some fatigue showing. It was a better attacking set from the Storm there. They've got the kick down into the 10-metre zone, and the Dolphins now are up, heading over the 30, and looks like Lord's in some open space, and they've just thrown intercept ball.
And
dear.
Who is it but the Storm's new recruit, Hogan. First game, and I think Will Kay is about to go over and kiss the young man. So, second tackle, 30 out. Let's see if the Storm could do something with this. Wilmot runs up, 25, 26 metres out, third tackle. Props going off, props coming on. This will be the second last rotation of the night. We see them there coming on. Let's see if these have an effect for the Storm. Fourth tackle, TBK back on the inside to Will Kay. Pushing forward, playing it there on his 10th. What do the Storm do? Who's kicking it? How high? How far? Will they get there in time? Hogan!
Oh, he gets there. He's on his back, I think.
Oh, the debutant almost got there. But Amatangi works his way forward, and all that pressure has been nullified there, Josh.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's some great signs from the Storm there for their debutant Hogan. Keen to see how he develops in that position. But let's see how they can restrict the advances of the Dolphins here as Almatangi goes up over halfway, about 55 metres, about 45 metres out.
Lovely pass there to Balbroa, and he works his way up 26 or so metres out from the goal line. O'Connell, just over the 20. Fifth tackle, well within place for an attacking kick here. Balbroa, that's not the person you want to give it to, Dolphins, if you want to have an attacking kick on the fifth.
That's some good rush at defence there from, I believe it was Will Kay.
Yeah, Will Kay looks at the clock, realises he's only got about 2 minutes left to really affect the play, and this is probably going to be the last set he's involved in. So with it, out to Hogan, tries to get around that cover defence there, but is buried 25 metres out. Bell dances through, pushes off one. Almatangi's forced to hold him with the help there of Thorne. He's off. Close the gate. No, don't close the gate. Close the gate, maybe? No.
A bit early there, but that's a good field position there for the Storm.
Well, that just shows you how tired everyone was. Thorne looked like he was away for all money, and somehow they were able to bring him down. As TBK puts it high up in the air once more. But Seymour grabs it and wears one for his trouble. The Dolphins are doing everything they can to keep the Storm out here, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can see a bit of frustration from the Storm there to hit him after he's caught that ball. I'm not sure what more the Storm can do there. It was a good attacking kick, good attacking set. It just looks like the Dolphins are just holding on here.
65 minutes, our locks are leaving and our rotations are coming on, and that is it for the night. Those who are out there for the rest of it, and fatigue is already way too high. As we got Ole, long ball out to Almatangi, shifts off one, offloads to another. Hustler forced to play it there, 20 metres out. The Dolphins, they're definitely not going to rest on their laurels here. They're pushing for another one to put the game out of reach of the Storm. Fourth tackle. Wells deep in the pocket there to Lord, but Lord can't really do much with it, and they're going to be relying on a kick here to see what they can do. Snow up high. Do we see a tap back? We do, but Almatangi is held out by some excellent defence there, and the Storm have 14 minutes to level the game now, Josh.
It's absolutely doable there. Look, they're shifting it around, as you can see there. I think that's the play there, is to just throw the ball around, get the hands on it, and get some good ball, get some good space as well.
This is the lovely run through the hole there from Wilmot and pass back on the inside to Thorne. The offload game is absolutely killing the Dolphins from the Storm tonight. So if they're going to score, it's definitely going to come off some of those, don't you think, Josh?
Yeah, 100%. The offloads have definitely helped keep the Storm in this game, and they're definitely still in it. They're 6 points down as Corey Bell makes a good break, and will end up on the 20.
And the Storm again relying on their kickers, passing it to Withett.
It's an interesting kick there from Withett.
And they almost try to drag Snow over the sideline, but I think they were lucky there that Snow kind of grabbed the ball and didn't quite know what to do with it. So counting their blessings as the Storm, 11 minutes left to nail it. Lord working his way up to the 40, playing it there for his third. Back on the inside to the pace, working his way to this 50. So we're out of that 40-20 period. But if the Dolphins can't do much more than what Balbroa's done there. Excellent
just
field
ran
position.
over the top of...
When you want a captain's knock, that's the exact sort of thing that they talk about, as Oldfield tries to get around one and it takes Almatangi to get him. So we're in our final 10 minutes, Josh. What do the Storm need to do?
Look, I think they need to throw the ball around, get up as far as they can, and put an attacking kick up. We've seen it work for them a couple of times. They've come back with the ball. Or they possibly might kick early and go for the 40-20. That's what I'd do, but I think they're going to go for the field position.
as TBK is unstoppable, almost gets to the 20 and almost maybe puts his team in the place of a good attacking kick here position. So less than 8 minutes left to go. Dolphins laying over the ruck. Pass it to TBK. Put it up. See what we can do.
He's come down with it.
Is held out. That is unlucky there for the Storm, but the Dolphins, they are hanging on by the skin of their teeth there, Josh.
Yeah, look, that's twice there that the Storm have gotten over them on the kick and come down with the ball. The Dolphins also playing with a bit of fire there by holding down the tackle for a little bit long to give their defense line a second to reset. It's a good set so far from them. They're just about to get up over the halfway line, tackled in the middle of the SRL logo.
As we got Lord passing it out to Cox. Cox held quiet tonight. He's had some good carries, some good tackles, but they need a bit more out of him to stop the Storm resurging here. As we've got a punt kick now, and the Dolphins need to lock it down and stop any of that return attack that we see far too often. And Kelly can only really get to the 20. 6 minutes to go.
Good heads up space from Spencer there to get over the 40-metre line. Notice there was no one home in marker.
And if I was Snicko, I would be clenching right now because this is almost the exact position they were in last week. And I imagine all week he's been talking in camp about keeping the defence going all the way up until that final buzzer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, you were in this position last week, AMAC. What do you think the Storm need to do to try and replicate what you guys did?
They need to give it to their mystery men. They need to give it to their attack players, and they need to muscle up in the fence. They can't let Chapman get through. They can't let the ball get to Almatungi, and they definitely can't give away any more penalties, Josh.
Yeah, 100%. And they also can't do what they've just done there, is let Balbroa through the middle there and get the offload to Lord.
Yeah, he has been putting his nose through all night. And that is... Thorne. He shoves off one. But if it wasn't for those last two Dolphins, it would be a very different point right now as Wilmot pushes
well and gets... I think he's there.
Over.
Riley Murray has something to say about it, though. And he says he thinks it's a try. Oh, yes. He's got that down.
Does not look good there for the Dolphins.
Not too sure what Riley Murray was hoping to hear from the bunker, but he was right in good position, and the 3 letters came up, the 4 points go on the board.
And here we go. We have less than 4 minutes left to go. TBK, barring some strange curse like we saw last week during one game with an unknown kicker, missing directly from in front, should level this up. And we have ourselves a kickoff coming in the next 3 minutes here, Josh.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, I think it might be too early to start throwing golden point into the minds of the players here. But I think Will K's definitely thinking golden point strategies, and I hope Snicko's got that in the back of his mind while he's on the field still.
As we're about to have a kickoff and Storm will have the first chance, they need to get down the end of the field and they need to get within that field position. As we see Jimmy playing it there for his first 20 metres out. Wilmot running right past that TBC Live logo, playing it 35 metres up the field. Second tackle. Born out to TBK. Lovely ball to Farfili. Works his way over the 40. They are not making... Ooh. Dolphins playing with fire there as we pass it out to Remy. Trying to break through. We're finally in the Dolphins half. Fourth tackle. Unless we see some good meterage here by Bell, we might not get a go for goal, and the Dolphins will end the half with their attempt at a field goal.
It's not a great kick there. They've invited him back into the higher end of their field there, the Dolphins, about to cross the 40.
Oh, the Dolphins, 45 metres, second tackle. Wells, off to Seymour, Balbroa. Forces over the 50. Shades of the last time these two teams played, where the Storm only won by a field goal. As Chapman works his way up to the 30, offloads it to Ole. Are they in position? Ole's out. Do they give it to Snow? No, Chapman takes it and he passes it to Jimmy, and Jimmy's off. He's off down the field, and there is less than 10 seconds left to go. Storm will have this. He doesn't go for the kick. He passes it, and we are into golden point time here, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's been a cracking game. Look, truthfully, I did start to count the Storm out there. I didn't think they could mount this comeback, but I guess that's a bit of karma there by ruling them out. They've come back. It's 18 all. I'm excited. Are you excited, AMAC?
Oh, like I was about to say, how fitting is this for our Monday Night Football? Now, Josh, golden point, what has to go through your head to get this period through and come out with a win?
You'd be wanting your forwards to have some big runs, get as much meters as you can, get to a kicker, drive it down into their kind of 10-meter range there, get them started in the back end of their field, back into their half, sorry.
Oh, Makazi, wonderful run there. Well up over the 40, playing it there for a second. Excellent ball out there. Snow, Balbroa tries to push through. 42, 43 metres out of the line. Cox, a nice good settler. Fourth tackle. Do they try it now? Are they too far out? They've got 2 tackles left in the set. They're passing it back on the inside to Almatangi. This is their chance. They need to get it to Snow. They need to get it to Ole.
I think they might be just out of range here.
Yeah, no, they didn't chance it. They're going to rely on their defence. And Kelly is held up. Plays it there on his 20. What do the Storm need to do now, Josh?
The Storm, they need to get it to the edges. They get it down the side. That's been their strength so far. I mean, all hope from a penalty that they surely were close to getting. That's not what they need to do. They need to hold the ball a bit better.
Jimmy, third, just shy of the 30. Thorne out to TBK, out to Bell. Kelly can't get through. They might have to rely on a 40-20 here, or they might find themselves losing this. TBK grabs it. Just shy of the 50. Not good field position.
They need a big long kick here.
Big long kick from Thorne, who does just that. Chapman returns it. It is held just on the other side, 25 metres out. 3 minutes left in the game. Long ball out to Wells. Doesn't do much. They lose some meters there. Second tackle. Less than 3 minutes left to go. Passing out to Balbroa. Tries to get through. Met Handley. 32 meters. Third tackle. Dolphins not getting where they need to go, but give it to Lord and he works his way up the field. 35 meters. 34 meters. Fourth tackle. Speedman off to Snow. Down the sideline.
Oh, that is some great tackle there from with it.
Will they have the angle to get the kick off? No, they don't. They put it high.
Open space.
Bell.
Shows his experience there by making the catch there.
And now the Storm, gifted a 7-tackle set, have just less than 2 minutes to get up the other end of the field and try their hand. As with it, 32 meters. Burst tackle. Don't turn away from your screens, viewers. Nielsen, 42 meters up. Second tackle. Ooh, risky ball there to with it. We're in the Dolphins' half. Third tackle. Couple more. They need to push it. They need to keep going. Remy works his way over the 40. They need to get one more good run, and that TBK will probably be in range to go. If you're a Dolphins viewer, do not close your eyes. You do not want to see what's about to happen. Farfili. Where is TBK?
They might be in range here. He's gone the other side. Oh, no.
Oh, no. And that, unless something can happen, there's about a minute and a half to go. The Storm, they need to keep the Dolphins in check here. As Cox works his way up, passes it out to the pace. The Dolphins, they might be in range here, less than a minute to go. Where's
Storm are
Ole?
really careful not to give a penalty away here. Dolphins are in some good field position.
Third tackle. They don't go for the kick, but they don't need to.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Speedman, that's going to haunt him. Oh, no.
Oh, we are... If the Storm can't do anything with this, we're about to enter our second period of Golden Point. Do we see our first draw of the season here tonight, Josh?
I think that's the only fair way to do this. The teams have fought for 80 minutes, going nearly 85 minutes, and we can't separate them. I think that's the fair and humane thing to do, is give them both the point.
As we've got fourth tackle, 15 seconds left in the half. Remy pushes forward, gets to about the 35-metre mark. This will be it. This will be the last play of the half. And with it, does not kick it very well, but it does not get punished, and we're about to go into our second. Did you expect this at all when we came in here to the box tonight, Josh?
No, definitely not. Golden Point football was not on my Monday night footy bingo card tonight, but I'm very happy with it. Like, who doesn't love a bit of Golden Point footy for a Monday night?
And as a neutral, this is exactly what you want to see. Two teams absolute flogging the guts out of each other. Although we do have to be careful now. We're definitely hitting fatigue and injury mode, as the Storm have their chance now to return the ball up with just less than 5 minutes to go. Bond with it. Remy pushing forward. 26 metres out. Thorn again to Farfili. Lovely offload there, and Thorn works his way up the field. The Storm might be in range if they can push it a bit further up. Some Dolphin
Another good
defenders.
run here. Oh, great run. He's open
Jimmy.
space.
He's done it.
He's got it. That's it. That's the game.
That's the game. And the Storm, despite everything the Dolphins were throwing it against them, despite the refereeing there of Riley Murray, through a lovely draw and pass there from Jack Jimmy, they've got it over, and the Storm have won it.
Yeah, as we can see on the replay there, it was just a great ball, like you said, from Thorn on the inside to catch Jack Jimmy, and he just saw the line and he put the burners on. I didn't think he was going to stop. I thought he was just going to put it down and just keep running. That's how quick he was going.
And
wow,
take nothing away from the Dolphins there. You could not separate those two sides for 85 minutes of that game, and it took a moment of brilliance and a moment of just a little bit of a shutdown there with the fullback up in the line tackling for the Storm to come through. So these
100%.
stats I think are going to be these stats are going to be quite telling. I think we're going to find. So do you want to lead us through these, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, look, you can kind of see there, both teams tackling a lot, just under 200 tackles each for both teams. Missed tackles are pretty much matching each other here, 26 for 25. Completion is where I kind of want to draw the attention to here. We can see the Dolphins have had 27 completed sets out of 35, where the Storm have got 24 completed sets out of 28. So you can see the Dolphins had more possession, but the Storm had completed more sets there. We could see that it was a good close game, and the stats, they also show that. 10 errors for the Storm and 9 errors for the Dolphins. The other thing I'd like, the main thing here, the penalty count is 5-0. That's some real kind of undisciplinedness there from the Storm. I think might be having a chat with Riley Murray after this game. A bit of a referee's review, if you will.
Yeah. Other than that, though, tackles are about the same. Missed tackles, line breaks about the same. So let's get through to some individual stats, and no surprise there. Look at those meterages there from the Thorn. A Thorn in the side of the Dolphins there tonight, and he was blitzing off up the field every chance he got tonight, Josh.
Yeah, 100%. And if you look at the whole team there as a whole, 11 out of their 17 players that actually hit over 100 running meters, and that just kind of shows you that they all bought in to the Storm's philosophy there. But yeah, James Thorne here leading the charge, which is 304 running meters, 100 passes, and 31 tackles. Like, that's just a stellar performance.
And looking down just one more, TBK, 270 run meters for a 5/8. That is insane. And one of the reasons why the Storm were able to claw it back tonight.
100%. I mean, Will Kay with 151 running meters as a lock. Some good numbers there.
Wilmot, Jimmy, Oldfield with it. Even if you go all the way down to Hogan, he might have only got 6 run meters, but 8 tackles. Almost got over for his first try tonight, which is great from the young debutant. But the Storm almost epitomising that idea of playing as a team and playing for your mates first.
100%. As we kind of now look over to the Dolphins stats there, see how they lined up as a team. And look, Amatangi there, 323 running meters. Mike Cuzzy there with 205, Wells 204. I mean, lots of big numbers there as well.
Yeah, and 12 line breaks from Amatangi. He was a pain in the butt there for the Storm tonight. But like we said, they can't really tell the two teams apart except from that score up there. Lord 193, Balbroa for a prop 188 run meters is absolutely insane. So the Dolphins, they came out tonight and they threw absolutely everything they had at the Storm, and it was just not enough.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's just some insane stats. They all played for 87 minutes there. We couldn't split them apart. It was just, the fatigue, as you can see, got to them there, and that's how the game was won. But look, definitely nothing there for the Dolphins to be down on. It's a hard task coming to Amy Park, let alone in Golden Point conditions as well.
And so, I think that's probably everything from us tonight. Thank you for having us for this wonderful Monday Night Footy, sponsored by TBC Live. I've been Anthony McDonald, and I've had Josh Pretlove with me, and we wish you a good night.